So lately I have been feeling a little bit, well, out of place. I love drawing. I draw all the time. I have like tons of ideas that I always want to make. And I like to like mix things up. I like to create characters. I like to write stories. But for the most part, I do like to take the time and work on an art piece and try to draw stuff that's like different from what everybody else is drawing. Like mainly I want to go out of my way and just draw different stuff or challenge myself to draw something that I'm not used to drawing. But lately it's been tough and I've been feeling really just out of it, you know? Okay, so artists out there, I wanted to talk about like underrated artists or people who haven't got their work seen by many people who don't have an audience. That's who the people I'm talking about in this video. I don't fit in the art community at all. Now, I don't think my artwork is bad, and I know I got a long way to go. My art process is not done, but I don't necessarily think my work is bad. I just feel like that I cannot find a way for people to like see my work more. Every time I try to share my work out somewhere else, it feels like a bunch of people is watching but nobody wants to engage with anything. It's just like people are like ignoring me all the time. Even when I put my most perfect piece out, it doesn't do anything. No matter how hard I work on something, it just doesn't faze anybody, you know? And sometimes I do feel bad because I've been working so many years and I can't even manage to grow an audience. And I don't necessarily think my work is bad at all. I don't. I like how far I came, because back then when I used to draw my characters, when I first started another art account, people was avoiding me like the plague. People did not like how the characters look, and I understand it because my art wasn't the best at the time. I can admit that it wasn't that good. People didn't like it at all. But when I started to improve, it did get a lot better. But then again, I still didn't attract a lot of attention as I did when I wasn't drawing that good. I guess it was because I was really creative at the time. But after starting another art account lately, it's been harder. Even though I'm trying my best to put out stuff that looks good, it's just like it's not enough. And I feel like an outcast in the art community. And all the time I'm thinking, well, maybe I should just stop, or maybe I should just cater to another audience. It won't work that way, because even if you try to cater to another audience, them people are not going to give you the time of day. You gotta find your own way and your own path and keep going at it, regardless of if anybody is watching or if you have an audience. Because for me, it's like that. Your biggest supporter is going to be yourself, because even though it's not a lot of people looking at my work, I feel like I am at a position where I am happy to be, because I seen my art become polished. Like going back and looking at how my characters were drawn back then and then redrawn it, you can see how much has changed, and everything is starting to like develop and shine much more. And I be noticing like a bunch of other artists that don't have their work seen or something, and their work is just as beautiful as mine. And just because other people have a much more bigger audience, it doesn't make you less of an artist. It doesn't at all. Because what I've noticed about social media is you gotta learn how to play the game the best way you can. You can't do it like everybody else. You ain't gonna make it like everybody else. You gotta find a way for yourself, because it's never gonna be easy. It's always gonna be hard. It's always gonna be hard. And I don't fit in with the art community, and that's fine. That's fine with me, because, well, I kind of like not being in the spotlight that much either. The only thing I ever wanted was people to enjoy my art and like it. I always like want comments and stuff. I want more comments. I want people to just embrace my art. That's all I want. I don't care whether or not I have a big audience or a small audience, really. But if you're feeling this way, like it isn't enough, or you working so hard and nobody is noticing, keep going. Keep going, because your art journey will continue to develop. And the only way you're going to be happy being an artist is if you're happy with your work and if you enjoy doing what you love doing. And that's what kept me going, because I enjoy what I love doing. And I'm not finna just, I know all the time I would beat myself up because I see other artists and they get all this attention and I don't get that much attention. But I can't keep like focusing on that all the time, because I would never get anywhere. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of artists who seem like they don't fit in, you already have your place. You don't have to fit in. Like, you already are special. You got something going for yourself. Not everybody who is in the spotlight is like meant to be in the spotlight. No offense. Everybody is unique in their own way. Everybody does things differently, and that's fine if it's not a lot of people giving you the attention. You already accomplished stuff. You already accomplished a lot of stuff when developing and creating your artwork. If you can create one art piece, you already accomplished something. You made an art piece. And if you're just beginning to draw, you accomplished something too. You started your art journey. So just because there isn't a lot of people watching, or it's not a lot of people giving you comments or giving you likes, it doesn't make you less of an artist, or it isn't judged by the amount of numbers you get. Because I can guarantee that if a person draws a stick man, it's going to get a lot of attention. Well, which is fine. It's not bad, but it's, it's the usual in the art community. I feel like most of the time these people always pick and choose who they'll want to see in the spotlight instead of embracing other different stuff, because people are scared to see different stuff. They don't ever want to embrace something that's different all the time. So consider yourself lucky if you're not inside of the spotlight, or you're not a big artist. Maybe it's because people are scared to embrace your work. Not scared, but they're unsure to embrace something that's so different. But I just realized that I'm an outcast inside of a community that I contribute to all the time, in which I'm starting to realize that I don't really need to rely on our community. I just need to rely on myself and give myself as far as I can in my art journey. So I don't need people giving me the time of day, because most of the time them people are fake anyways. My supporters, them people get all the time. Like, I remember this one time, this girl, this is off topic, she was trying to sell something she created, and she had over, I think, 1,000,000 or 1,000 followers that didn't buy her stuff. That's a prime example of why numbers and likes don't matter, because them people can only get you so far. It happens. Y'all think that numbers is such a thing that measures your worth, but in reality, these people don't give a crap about you. They only care about when you gonna pump out something that appeals to them all the time, which is ridiculous. They don't even care about if you're they don't even care about your well-being most of the time. They don't care. They just there for something else, that without really caring about the creator most of the time. So know that for a fact. But if you are an outcast in the art community, consider yourself lucky, because you are one of the special ones out there that isn't going by the rules, following the same thing that everybody else is doing. So you would rather be unique and do things your way before following everybody else in the same pattern over and over. But let me know what you guys think about not fitting in the art community. Do you not fit in? If so, leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe.